AkronHipHop.com, the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. As you can see, live at the Mecca Soundstage, downtown Akron, we got the Renegade King Animal. We got the Renegade King Animal, and we got my main man, 50 Grand, my backup if anybody act up, my teacher, sometimes preacher. We're here to reach you. Tell somebody your name, baby.
My name is Mr. Khemet. That's K-H-E-M-E-T. Easy to say, easy to spell. Say it real well. You make me feel so swell. I promise not to tell everybody that you spell.
You better come
Rhyming.
He's the teacher.
Oh yeah, that's what he do.
Yeah, that's what
he do.
Take it away, Renegade.
Okay, Mr. Khemet, I see you got a little paraphernalia on the table here. I'd like for you to enlighten us on what this is about.
Yes, well, I've been working on this project. Black Facts is the name of our company, our organization. We're a nonprofit organization, and for the past 10 years, we've been doing curriculum building project where we're creating a new curriculum that's based on African Americans from Akron.
Oh,
so
it's a black thing, huh?
It's totally a black thing.
I like that.
Well, you know, we found it was necessary because the children walking around here on Vern Odom Boulevard don't know who Vern Odom is. They're walking into Helen Arnold School. They don't know who she is. They're walking over to the Ed Davis Community Center or the Ed Davis Tennis Court. Don't know who he is. So there's all these landmarks in town. The children are walking up and down the streets, and they don't have any idea who these people are.
That's where you come in. So you can.
That's where I come in. You know? Exactly. So what I started out doing is I created a what I call a book of posters. And so inside the book, you have a number of images of various African American athletes from Akron or that were connected with Akron, like Fritz Pollard. Okay. Most people don't know the first NFL championship was played and won by the Akron Pros right here in Akron, Ohio, 1920.
Somewhere along the line that got left out.
Somewhere along the lines that got left out. Right. And Fritz Pollard actually, it took him, he was dead. He had to have his grandchildren had to accept his induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Wow.
That's how long they waited to induct him in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But he was a quarterback and he was the coach of the Akron Pros when they won that first championship.
Well, you know something, I wonder how come black people can't get their accolades while they're still alive? You know, how come they have to wait till they've been dead for a substantial amount of time before they give them credit for their deeds?
You know, it's happening more now than it has in the past, but it depended on the times who you were dealing with. See, like with Fritz Pollard, one of the things is that when everybody knew he was the best player in the country. He was playing alongside, what's his name? The Heisman, no, what's his name? The brother, the Native American dude that was in the Olympics. Yeah, that guy. Can't think of his name right now, but it'll come to me. But he was up against some of the best players that ever were on the field because they didn't just play like defense and offense. They had to play both sides. So you play defense and you go Iron Man football. They're playing on that gridiron. Yeah. Exactly.
They don't do it like that no more.
They don't do it like that anymore. But he was only about 5'5", 165 pounds. And he was going out there playing against these cats, and they were actually literally trying to kill him. Piling on. They were piling on. The fans were throwing rocks, bottles, stones at him when he would come on the field. I'm talking about the Akron fans.
Really?
Not the opposing team. These were the Akron fans. His fans were throwing stuff at the brother when he come on the field.
Well, racism.
So he had to wait. He had to change his clothes at an off-site location and then be driven to the field and jump out of a moving car onto the field. Okay, just in order to avoid getting hurt by his own fans.
Okay, well, let's get into this history of black thing. You know, a lot of people like to give us February, the shortest and coldest month of the year. Imagine that, to characterize as Black History Month. Well, we make Black History all year round, so let's throw that out there.
But here's the thing: the Black History Month, first of all, was founded, and the first Black History Month was celebrated at Kent State University. It was the brainchild of Black United students, Dean Milton Wilson, who's basically from Akron. He didn't grow up here, but he was a preacher over here, and also Dr. Edward W. Crosby. It was those three units that came together and created Black History Month.
Okay.
At that time, all we had was Negro History Week. Now, that was created by Carter G. Woods in 1926.
Hold on. So you're saying Black History Month was made by Black people
Yes, sir.
close to you?
Yes, sir.
I heard that last name.
Yeah. Black people came up with the idea of Black History Month.
So how come we always think the European man established that for us, and on February, like this brother was saying?
That's what I've always thought.
Well, a lot of people think a lot of things like that. We think white folks gave us our last names. That's not correct either.
Oh, you better speak on that.
Right?
What you got to know about that?
Okay, think about it, right? If you got somebody whooping your ass every single day, right? And then you get away from that person,
You're not going to carry their name.
are you going to be walking around with their name?
That's ludicrous.
Come on. That don't even make sense.
That's called trauma, brother.
That's just, no, that's called illogical. It don't even make sense.
Trauma.
So, and the other part of it is that if you were going to stay in that same town, that same area, and you had gotten your freedom some other kind of way, the slave owner or former slave owner would not want you carrying their name because they don't want you to even think that you might have an in on inheriting their wealth.
Well, see, that might continuously remind you of the beatdown. So why would you carry that name? But anyway, let's go off into the little black athlete thing.
Okay.
These cards you got going here.
Right. Well, the cards came to me because my father is actually Dr. Edward W. Crosby.
Is it all right to open this?
Yeah, it's already open in the back, right there at the top. You can pull them out.
Oh, imagine that. Okay.
And what he did when he was at Kent State, he founded the Department of Pan African Studies, the Center of Pan African Culture, the African Community Theater Project, etc. And what he did in our theater there, he put up placards that had pictures of black people on them on the walls. But later on, years later, after those placards got destroyed in Ida B. Wells Community Academy when we had our pipes break and there was some water, they got water damage. I thought about it and I said, you know what? The thing he didn't do is he didn't have like a pamphlet or something with information about each of those people on it to give to people when they came in that space. So I said, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some cards. I'm going to miniaturize the artwork and put information on the back of each one so you can learn something about the people. So this is just the first set out of a number of sets that I'm coming out with. Each set has 16 cards in the set. There's 8 cards in each pack. The packs are only $5 a pack. This is really just a donation to the cause. It's very cost effective.
Give a little insight for the invite,
Yeah, exactly. And they're historic collectible trading cards. So the most valuable ones are the ones that are people that you don't know anything about. Like say this brother right here, Moses F. Walker. The state of Ohio, the legislature in the state of Ohio just officially made his birthday a holiday. What was it, last year before? So just a year or two ago, they made his birthday a holiday because he was the first African American to play on a major league integrated team back in the 1890s. Back in the 1890s, he's the reason they had a line, that they drew the color line.
Imagine that.
He was just too good for him.
Okay, well, this is something I might want to look into, but that's why you're a teacher, so you can enlighten us folks that have been kept in the dark.
I'm a teacher, sometimes preacher, but I never turn into a creature.
Watch yourself now.
oh, you the animal. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot you the beast from the east.
Okay, well, this is AkronHipHop.com. Been talking here with the Akron Public School substitute teacher?
Guest teacher.
I'm
a mess, but I'm still a guest.
Maybe you should be a permanent teacher with all this, knowledge that you have.
You know what? I'd rather be a guest.
Okay, there it is.
I like it just the way it is.
Okay, well, you know what? Thank you for your time. We look forward to having you again.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Hey, man, before we leave,
all right,
tell somebody how to get in touch with this stuff. How can they get it one more time?
It's quite easy. Just go to our website, blakfacts.org. You can make your donations there.
Animal, stick us out one more time.
All right, we are AkronHipHop.com. Sending you out.
Peace.